And let's now go to Huntingdon, where the Prime Minister has taken to the stage for his declaration. One of the safest seats in the country, so I think no doubts there. Interesting to see that Norma Major has been
we'll now have the official declaration
smiling
of the
quite a lot
here in the Huntingdon constituency, and that will be read to you by the High Sheriff of Cambridgeshire, Mr. David Rampley. Mr. Rampley.
I, David Temple Rampley, being the returning officer for the Huntingdon constituency, hereby give notice that the total number of votes given for each candidate at the election was as follows: David James Bellamy, 3,114. Charles Raymond Coyne, 331. Veronica Hufford, 177. John Major, 31,501.
Mr. Major's vote is down.
Matthew James Owen,
Liberal Democrat.
8,390. Jason Rees,
Labour.
13,361.
Big jump in the Labour vote.
Duncan John Robertson, 89. And that John Major has been duly elected to serve as a member for the Huntingdon constituency.
John Major has been re-elected. Who knows, perhaps given the losses the Tories have suffered tonight by faute de mieux, for want of anyone better, he will stay on as leader of the Tory party. John Major.
Mr. High Sheriff, I'd first like, if I may, to congratulate all those who've carried out the count of this very large constituency with such skill and with such speed. I'd also add my thanks to all those who cared for the security of the polling booths throughout the day and manned them. It is a job that has been done, as we have come to expect in Huntingdon, with immense efficiency, and I'm very grateful to everyone who played their part in carrying that out today. I'd like also, if I may, to thank my fellow candidates in this constituency. I have been something of an absentee candidate, at least in the Huntingdon constituency, but I understand that the battle here has been fought with great courtesy and great skill. And I congratulate all those who played a part in the campaign. I'm sure they will look forward to their future campaigns. I'd like also, if I may, to thank a number of people to whom I owe almost more than it's possible to express readily and easily. Perhaps I may start with my agent, Peter Brown, a peer amongst agents. Not only my agent, but a very old and dear friend, and I'm very grateful to him for all he has done, not just during this campaign, but during recent years when he's perhaps had to undertake many burdens that perhaps would not normally have fallen upon the shoulders of anyone's agent. I'd like to thank also my constituency officers and the literally thousands of people who've worked in this constituency on my behalf during this campaign and over recent years. Their work has been immense. The affection I have for this constituency is not easily expressed, but I think it is known by those people who live in the constituency, and I'm deeply privileged to have the opportunity of representing it yet again. Huntingdonshire has only had 2 members of Parliament since 1945. I have just been elected for the 5th time in this constituency, and I look forward with the same pleasure at serving my constituents in the future as I have found in doing so in the past. Above all, though, I'd like to express my thanks to Norma and to my family. Perhaps these thanks are most appropriately expressed in private, but I think most people who have known Norma, most people who have seen her, will realise that not only has she graced this constituency for 18 years, I think she has graced a much larger stage in recent years, and my debt to her and my debt to her is one not easily paid. It is perfectly clear now that the Labour Party has had an extremely successful evening. I telephoned Mr. Blair a little over an hour ago to congratulate him on his success and to wish him every good fortune in the great responsibilities that he will have in the years that lie ahead. This is a great country. He inherits a country in extremely good economic shape. I wish him every success in sustaining that in the interests of all the people of this country. I think I can promise that the Conservative Party will be a vigorous opposition. Where it is appropriate to support, we will support. Where it is in the interests of the country to support, we will support. Where we believe the policies are wrong, we will oppose vigorously, but honestly and fairly. But all that, I think, lies ahead for another day. For today, let me perhaps just add one further thought. Elections always have winners, and they always have losers. It is a very great occasion to win an election, a very great occasion to be elected to Parliament. Many colleagues and old friends of mine will have contested seats tonight and lost them. Many colleagues will have contested seats on behalf of my party this evening, contested them well and bravely, but lost them. I would like, if I may, to express to all of them my thanks for all they've done on behalf of our country and our party, and my thanks also to the literally hundreds of thousands of people who have helped in the Conservative Party campaign and the millions of our fellow citizens who voted for the Conservative Party on this occasion. We are a great and historic party, the Conservative Party. We have had great victories in our time. We have had defeats in our time. We accept them both, I hope, with a certain dignity and a certain grace. Tonight, we have been comprehensively defeated. We will listen to the voice of the electorate. We will consider what has been said to us. I think we must reflect upon it. I know that we will, and I know when we have reflected, we will begin to prepare once again for that day in the future, I hope not too far distant, when my party may once again return to government in the service of this country. Thank you.
So there we have it. The outgoing Prime Minister, John Major, concedes defeat and calls on his party to reflect.